This one might be a little salty, because maybe I am a little salty on this one right now. I was a little skeptical the first time when I was introduced to that. Well, who gave the serpent permission to talk? Alarm bells went off with that one. But I looked past it. Because for me, I was like, that's not in the Bible, so that didn't come from God, nor it is of God, so I'm not even going to go that direction. And then we get into this teen challenge. Let me tell you about Teen Challenge. Because they tried for 3 years to break me, to get me to surrender and submit to Teen Challenge. Teen Challenge will offer somebody on the streets a place to live, 3 hots and a cot, a toilet to poop in, and a shower to wash your butt. But for that entire first year, you ain't earning a cent. Not one penny. So let's say 9 months into that year, I make a mistake and I get booted right back out of that program. I'd be right back to where I was 9 months ago. I would be right back to where I was at when I entered the program. But now let's look at the program on the other hand. The program's probably billing my insurance, had I gone, on a monthly basis for me to stay there. And then they're going to give me a job through their program, whether it be at a thrift store. Thrift stores, keep that in mind. I've mentioned thrift stores before. Or it's going to be at a Dollar General. So you get up into Kansas City, some of the Dollar Generals are not called Dollar Generals, they're called parts of the program. Like other places, if you are on the street, where believe me, some of them people will keep you just so they can profit from you, because eventually most people tap out. But while you're on the street, especially in these smaller towns, they seem to turn their back on, or blind eye, to the burglaries, the thefts. Well, where do you suppose all that property goes? You'll find it in your neighborhood thrift store, garage sale. This one blew me away. Or an antique shop. Or you'll find yourself gang stalked. Because that too is part of the program. Sworn to secrecy, boy, are they ever, and they are loyal like you would not believe. Nobody knows anybody. Nobody knows a thing. Well, that's not very Christ-following, in my opinion. See, because then if you get to know some of them, and they start to become your real, true friend, they'll tell you. They do not worship the same God as I do. I worship God the Father of Jesus Christ. They don't. And some of them who think they're really smart with computers, you're about as smart as a rock. You're as smart as that God you follow. And when he burns you, you're going to figure out what I'm talking about. But I'm afraid for some it's too late. I can hear them screaming already. Ah, shit's hot down here. Well, you should have made better choices. But I feel real salty today. Because I do believe my friend was not being completely honest with me. And there again, another nail in that coffin of a belief system. That's too bad. At least now I can understand why that female always was looking at me with such hatred in her eyes. She's like, you don't believe the same way we do. Get away, demon. Right now I'm thinking the same thing. Right now I'm thinking exactly the same thing. Stay back. Get behind me, Satan. Because y'all wasn't too honest.